May 1945. The war in Europe was over. Berlin had fallen. Adolf Hitler was dead. Nazi Germany had surrendered. As Allied forces entered abandoned headquarters, underground bunkers, and secret military bases, they expected to find one of the largest fortunes ever assembled. Instead, they found empty vaults. Thousands of gold bars had disappeared. Millions of dollars in cash were gone. Priceless paintings, rare jewels, religious artifacts, and historical treasures had simply vanished. It was as if an entire fortune had been erased from history. For more than 80 years, historians, intelligence agencies, and treasure hunters have searched for the missing wealth of the Third Reich. Some believe it was hidden beneath the mountains of Germany. Others claim it was loaded onto secret trains that vanished forever. A few even believe it still lies buried deep underground, waiting for someone to uncover it. But what really happened? Where did the Nazi treasure go? And could the greatest lost fortune in modern history still exist today? This is the mystery of the lost Nazi treasure. To understand the mystery, we first need to understand where the treasure came from. When World War II began in 1939, Nazi Germany rapidly expanded across Europe. As country after country fell under German control, the Nazi regime seized enormous amounts of wealth. Government gold reserves were confiscated, banks were emptied, museums were stripped of priceless masterpieces. Private collections belonging to wealthy families were taken. Historic artifacts disappeared from churches, castles, and national archives. The Nazis weren't simply winning battles. They were collecting one of the largest fortunes in history. Special units were assigned to locate valuable artwork throughout occupied Europe. Masterpieces by some of history's greatest artists were packed into crates and transported back to Germany. Gold from national banks was melted into standard bars. Jewelry, diamonds, silver, rare coins, and luxury items were cataloged and hidden inside heavily guarded vaults. By 1945, the Third Reich controlled an astonishing amount of stolen wealth. Historians estimate its value today would equal many billions of dollars. But as Germany's defeat became inevitable, Nazi leaders realized one thing. If Allied forces captured these treasures, everything they had stolen would be recovered. That could never happen. A secret operation quietly began. Convoys moved only at night. Military trucks disappeared into forests. Trains entered tunnels and were never seen again. Witnesses reported seeing crates filled with gold and artwork loaded under heavy armed guard. Yet almost none of these shipments appeared in official military records. Someone was making sure the treasure would disappear before Germany collapsed. And in the final weeks of the war, it did. As the war drew to a close, Nazi Germany accelerated one of its most secretive construction projects. Deep beneath the mountains of southern Germany and occupied Poland, workers carved out vast underground tunnels, reinforced bunkers, and hidden storage chambers. Some of these facilities were built to protect military factories from Allied bombing. Others were designed as command centers for senior Nazi officials. But historians believe a number of these underground complexes may have served another purpose: hiding stolen treasure. One of the most mysterious locations is the Owl Mountains in present-day Poland. There, the Nazis began building an enormous underground complex, known today as Project Reese. Even after decades of research, no one knows exactly why every tunnel was built. Some passages suddenly end. Others appear unfinished. Several sections remain inaccessible because of flooding or unstable rock. This uncertainty has fueled decades of speculation. Could some of these hidden chambers still contain gold? Or were they used to move valuable cargo before the end of the war? Another confirmed discovery added even more mystery. Inside abandoned salt mines across Europe, Allied forces recovered thousands of stolen paintings, sculptures, and priceless historical artifacts that had been hidden by the Nazis during the war. These discoveries proved one important fact. The Nazis really did hide valuable treasures underground. If priceless works of art could remain hidden for years, could other hidden vaults still exist? Over the decades, explorers have searched caves, forests, lakes, abandoned mines, and forgotten railway tunnels. Modern teams have used drones, ground-penetrating radar, laser scanning, and satellite imaging. Every few years, a new headline claims that the lost Nazi treasure has finally been found. Each discovery creates worldwide excitement, but once the digging begins, the evidence usually disappears. An empty tunnel, an abandoned bunker, a collapsed chamber, or simply another dead end. Today, historians agree on one thing. Large amounts of Nazi loot were recovered after the war, but not everything was found. Many documents were destroyed during Germany's final days. Some witnesses disappeared, others gave conflicting stories. Because of that, historians still cannot fully account for every shipment of gold, valuables, and stolen property moved during the last weeks of the war. And that leaves one final question. Is the greatest lost treasure of World War II still waiting to be discovered? Or has the truth been buried forever? More than 8 decades have passed since the end of World War II. Countless investigations have been launched. Governments have opened secret archives. Historians have examined military records. Treasure hunters have spent millions of dollars searching mountains, forests, abandoned mines, and underground tunnels. And despite all of those efforts, the complete story has never been solved. There is one fact that historians agree on. The Nazis stole an enormous amount of gold, artwork, jewelry, and other valuables during the war. A significant portion of that treasure was recovered by Allied forces after Germany's surrender. Some famous masterpieces were returned to museums. Gold reserves were recovered from hidden locations. Thousands of stolen artifacts eventually found their way back to their rightful owners. But not everything was recovered. Many records were deliberately destroyed during the final weeks of the war. Some witnesses disappeared, others gave conflicting accounts. As a result, historians still cannot fully account for every shipment that left Germany in 1945. That uncertainty has created one of history's greatest mysteries. Did hidden vaults collapse before they could be discovered? Was some treasure secretly transported to another country? Or are there still underground chambers waiting to be uncovered? No one knows for certain. Perhaps one day, a forgotten tunnel will be opened. A hidden bunker will be explored. Or a long-lost archive will reveal the final pieces of the puzzle. Until then, the lost Nazi treasure remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of World War II. Sometimes, history isn't just about what we know. It's about what is still waiting to be discovered. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary and want more true stories about history's greatest mysteries, forgotten civilizations, hidden treasures, and untold events, be sure to subscribe and join us for the next investigation. Because the next mystery may be even more unbelievable than this one.